Hi, Michael Gaffney from the New York, San Diego, Miami, Chicago, Minneapolis, San Francisco, San Diego, and LA schools of flower design. We train people from beginners to pros, old school to new school, how to design flowers. We teach in patterns and it's much like a cooking class. So join us in class if you can. You will learn how to do this. This is not very difficult once you've been taught properly. So we're going to do some designing today. What are we doing? We're going to do a hydrangea-based bouquet. And I'm going to do a zone bouquet. This is actually taken from our master's class. So this is what would be considered a little bit advanced classes, but if you see the way we instruct in our schools, this is not hard. It's very easy. You just need the proper instruction. I do have a book called Design Star, Lessons from the New York School of Flower Design. We'll be coming out with Los Angeles Flower Power, Lessons from the Los Angeles School of Flower Design next year. But there's a lot in the book. There's 1,000 tips in the book for how to do this. So if you can get the book, or if you can, join us in school. We also have some classes online at Flower School 101. So this is called the Zone Bouquet, and I'm starting with some basic great bridal flowers, which are hydrangeas. I'm going to start with the zone. It's just like in a boardroom. I explained it. The little slices of a pie in a boardroom. We're going to start with some hydrangeas, and I'm going to layer in some roses like this. And again, this is called an all-mass design, meaning there are two types of flowers, line and mass. Line flowers are like gladiolas, snapdragons, a branch, and lines are everything else, hydrangeas, roses, gerber daisies, carnations. So when you do a bridal bouquet, you're generally doing an all-mass design, okay? Again, flower designing is much more math and science than it is creativity. I tell my students when they come to class, you need this much creativity. If you got dressed today and nobody's staring at you, you've got enough. This is the part you're missing, the formulas, patterns, techniques. So notice how I'm zoning in my roses now. I'm making a nice little area of roses right there. So I'm on my way to making a nice bridal bouquet. And then I'm going to take some gerber daisies and layer some of those in, just a whole fistful of gerbs. We'll put them right, let's see, where should we put them? We'll put them right in front of the roses. And again, I'm going for that nice curved feel. I call it Columbus discovered the earth was round. So drop these a little bit lower as you come around. Maybe I'll put in, let's put another one of these gerbs. Now I'll put in some stock. Zone with some stock. We'll put some stock in over here. Notice how I'm laying them down through my bouquet like that. Maybe we'll put a couple sections of stock. Put a couple over there. Like that. And then, to finish off our bouquet, we'll add another zone of hydrangeas right in front. Right over here. So I've got a zone of roses, gerber daisies, and stock, all sectioned off. It's a very classic technique. It's sort of a French country look. It takes a certain bride in a certain dress, I say, to pull this one off. And we'll put a little bit more stock to balance it out on the back side. So I'm just basically adding types of flowers in bunches, in groups. Put a little more over there. See how it's coming along? That's looking good. And then maybe, since she's waited her whole life for this day, as I always tell my students, the bride waited her whole life for this day. Make sure it's perfect. We'll add a few more roses on that side. And maybe a few more right in here. So again, zoning with all my flowers, just adding groups of flowers. And notice how they're laying across my bouquet. That's the important part. You don't want to stand them up. You want to lay them down. So now I've got the formation for a gorgeous bridal bouquet in the works. I'm going to add some filler and some greens around this. Go to the website, Flower School 101. You can see how I finish this off with a nice ribbon wrap around the corner, and she'll be ready to go down the aisle. So easy breezy flower designing from flowerschool101.com.